Good afternoon. Listen, Jesus has been giving out so many flowers. I have been seeing him running, giving away flowers. If you all have been receiving flowers just randomly out of the blue, that's Jesus. Okay, he just been, I'm talking about roses after rose after rose after rose, bouquets of flowers. I have seen Jesus riding on a horse. It has been beautiful. And of course, he used my son to bring me flowers, like I think twice within the last few weeks. And, it's just been beautiful. But guys, God has definitely been moving. I'm over here getting softer and softer and softer, and it's amazing to feel and to see, especially with everything that had happened to me. And if I think back to how broken I was, this is an absolute miracle. And I'm so glad that I have the mindset that I do, because most people, they know that if they would have went through the things that you went through, that they would have turned evil. They know that they would have turned the city upside down. They know they would have been going around here hurting people. They know that they would have turned cold. They know that if somebody had done something to them, like the things that has been done to you, they know that if they had gone through the things that you have gone through, they know that they would not be the same anymore. And so it's such a blessing to even be the same and to go back to your original form. Um, and I love this about God. I love the fact that he put me back together. And this is why I tell you guys that it doesn't matter how broken you are, God will put you back together. You know the saying, you may bend, but you won't break. I broke into a bunch of different pieces, and God put me back together. And he's still doing things within my soul. And I'm seeing him mold hearts as well. It is beautiful. I was wondering why I kept seeing all those middle fingers in the spirit. Like, I'm like, why I keep getting finger signs? Like, what is going on? I have made it to a certain realm with God. Like I told you guys, I have made it to a certain point, and a lot of you guys have too. You push through and you have remained who you are as a person. Do you guys know how amazing that is? And this is why I tell people, like, it's certain people out here, we don't have to try to be nothing. It's literally who we are as a person, and some people just don't understand that. Some people think it's a facade, they think that it's fake, but it is who you are. Like, people don't have to tell you to be humble. You are that anyway. People don't have to tell you to be kind, because you are that. That is who you are. And one of the best compliments that I have gotten from God is that he told me that I am like him. That is the best compliment that I've ever heard in my life. And I am completely honored. And like I said, a lot of people would have, they would have gone around here doing exactly what the evil ones are doing. They would have gave in. They would have been going around here terrorizing people, plotting on people, hurting people, had they gone through what you went through. But and this is what causes some envy too as well, because they don't feel like they have the strength, and they don't have those qualities that you automatically possess. So that's what causes some envy within people as well. But they could, though, they could work on themselves and get there. It's always a way. I don't feel like God's plan is to discard of everybody in those areas, when those areas, those good pieces about you that just make you you, those things about you literally bring in love and abundance and peace. Those natural things that you possess that the enemy hates so much, the enemy knows that it ushers in peace, love, joy. It automatically attracts godly things, because that is a part of who God is. So it automatically attracts godly abundance, godly peace, joy. It attracts love. It attracts it all. And that's why the enemy works so hard to tear up who you are as a person, who you are as a person is what stirs them up. And that's the pieces that they wanted to steal and destroy and break. And I told you guys that they really try to work at the heart. Because anytime that they can turn the heart cold, they know that it can block, and it will block God's blessings. A lot of you all were bullied and everything else, and you still remained who you are as a person. That is very, very powerful. Many people fight fire with fire. Many people start doing spell work. Many people do all types of stuff to get revenge on people that have hurt them. A lot of you all, a lot of you all are like me. You can't do people like they do you. And that's how I am. I'm not built to do people like that. So I can't do people how they do me, because that is literally not me. You see, they had to do spell work to try to change you and to force things into your life to make you be like that, because you're not like that. So they felt like they had to force it in there to make you be somebody that you're absolutely not. And when a lot of you all were in survival mode, this is what made you be a certain kind of way, because you felt like you had to in order to survive, because of all of the damage that the enemy had done. And when I think back to my warrior days in the wilderness like that, it was things that I had to do in order to move forward and to even get out of that. Like, I had to move. I had to go and do this and do that. And if you read my book, those steps is literally what made me get out. Because if I would have stayed in a certain space within my soul, I would have never got out. Yeah, a lot of that wasn't me, but it was me at the same time. And if you are somebody in this season that's being thrown out into certain places and around certain people, but you're like, God, I don't want to, I don't want to, mess around and do this or do that, or mess up or end up around the wrong individuals. A lot of this is in God's plan, because I don't know about y'all, but he has shown me many, many, many times, like, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. It's going to be okay. Everything is fine. And sometimes you have to remind me, because I'm not used to certain stuff. I'm so used to this or that. And then I have to get that reminder, like, girl, you are fine. It's going to be okay. And it always is. No matter who God placed me around, no matter who I end up around, I'm always fine. And then we know that it is dangerous for us to be around certain people. We know this. So that's where that comes from. But in all of this, God will still let you know you're going to be just fine. And he'll show you your strength through these times too. He'll show you, okay, I am still with you, and nothing is going to happen to you. And if nothing prove that to me, it was going through spell work is what proved it to me, because I was being thrown around so many different environments and around so many different spirits and so many different souls, and I still came out of that alive. So if nothing showed me anything, nothing ever did, that did. So I always have that to look on as reference, just in case I start to feel some type of way, because I literally don't mingle. I don't go out and do all of that. But guys, this is going to be a very beautiful year for a lot of you all. And it's the fact that you did not change, which honestly, I don't feel like you would have anyway. Because if it wasn't forced on you, certain things wouldn't have never happened to begin with. Like I said, they had to force in order to get you to view stuff in a certain way. They have to force, because otherwise you would have never made certain decisions had you not been forced into it. So that should let you know something right there. And your qualities is automatically drawing in everything that you need. Everything about you is drawing in everything that you need, and you a lot of times don't even have to do anything. You just have to exist, and that's it. Okay? You just have to exist, And of course, be obedient to Christ, be obedient to God, and everything else falls into place automatically. It has to come to you because your soul attracts it and it draws it in. Okay, you're gonna be fine. All right, I love you guys. Bye.